Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, it's an honor to be here today to speak to this bill. 28 days. 28 days. This isn't Hollywood, friends. This is not cinema. You've seen the movie. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is about human lives. This is about our fellow Michiganders. This is a matter of life and death. And like my colleagues before me have spoken, my colleague from the 19th District and my colleague from the 4th District, we don't even wear masks in this chamber. But that aside, it turns out we did have the opportunity to address this pandemic as a chamber. We had months and months of time at the height of this pandemic in March and April to roll up our sleeves, to get to action, and to help save lives. But did we do that? Because I agree with my colleague from Kent County. We all ran for office. We are passionate about our districts. We want to make change. We want to save lives. That is what we got elected to do. So why then did we go month after month after month in 2020 and not pass legislation to save lives? We gave those in the executive branch no option but to act, to save lives when we were not willing to do that, to take that action. And so here we are faced with a bill that artificially says 28 days is enough time for us to then come back and make a decision. We have proven ourselves incapable of doing that. Time and time again, we have been given that option. Nobody took that power away from us. We've always had that power. We could have acted. We can still act now. But are we? No, we're not. Instead, we're taking power away. Instead, we're saying, you can't help save lives. Not only are we not going to do it, but you can't do it. That is completely and totally irresponsible. This bill is an affront not just to our democratic process. It is not just an insult to this chamber, but it is an insult to our constituents, the people who did elect us and send us here.
Representative, please keep your comments to the merit of the bill. Chair recognizes Representative Rahbi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will conclude by saying this. Our responsibility, not just as legislators, but as humans, is to our fellow humans. When we think of those images of bodies piled up behind hospitals, does it not evoke in us the desire to do more, to roll up our sleeves and to pass legislation that could potentially help save 1 or 2 or 5 or 100 lives? If it's in your heart to do that, then let's do it. But until we get to that place as a chamber, we must allow those who have the ability to step in and save lives when they can. And that is why I urge you, my colleagues, to stand with me in voting no on SB 1. Thank you, Madam Chair.